Oh, it is Carmen Sandiego. This is going to be a not quite official version of it. Oh, it is Carmen Sandiego. This is going to be a not quite official version. All right, everybody. Welcome to... Where in heck is Carmen Sandiego? Oh my gosh. What are you guys watching? Alright, so the game I've chosen to inflict on you all is Where in Hell is Carmen Sandiego by St. John M. Morrison. This was not a game that was commercially released, but it was, I guess you could say, a sort of fan game, a parody that he came up with, obviously related to the Broderbund, Where in the World, Where in Time, etc. is Carmen Sandiego series. This is based on the Dante's Inferno, the poems, the epic poems by Dante, and you need to have a copy of the book in order to play this, otherwise you're going to be so lost. So I spent every night after work reading this tome so that I could be well prepared and be a scholar on 12th century Italian poetry. Oh, okay, can I level with you guys? I didn't read it. Hopefully I can just get by on my knowledge of video games and whatever help I can get from chat. So let's get started. Alright, we have two choices, Classic Inferno or Pit of the Programs. We're going to do Classic Inferno. Pit of the Programs will be bonus content if we have a little bit of extra time. Alright, so they want us to do some reading. I'm not a big fan of reading, I just want to play the video game. Alrighty, so... they attempted to digitize scanned graphics. That didn't work out so well. But we start out in limbo with the virtuous pagans. So, I have no idea what to do here. Okay. Maybe let's search for items? I found prayer! Whoa! That's good. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, it's a map of hell. Okay. So it looks like we're basically going down, then down, then down, then down, then really down, then down, then down, then down, then down, then down. Okay, that's very helpful. So let's start. Go down. Minos, the judge of the damned. I don't know if you all are old enough, but there was a game called Labyrinth of Time, and it had a character called King Minos in it. I think it was like a DOS game. I remember it from a really long time ago, but I don't really remember anything about it. It's not really going to help me here. Okay, last time we searched and we found something, so let's search again. I found coin. Alright, I'm rich. Okay, we better leave before he catches me. Alright, we're now in Circle 2. The Carnal. I think that the picture is a man and a woman? Let's call out to them. Okay, here's a man and a woman. Paolo and Francesca. The souls in hell are called shades. Alright, so what are we going to ask them about? Well, we're trying to find Carmen Sandiego, so let's start asking about her. An era hence, he prophesizes, she will pass from grace and earn in full the punishment for infamy. That's not particularly helpful. But here's what we're going to do for this game. there are going to be a number of times throughout this game where they give hints on the location of Carmen Sandiego. And so we have a little straw poll, and if you all want to vote, every time you see a hint, it'll let you to do multiple votes. And we'll see if you all can guess where she is. Alright. So, what else do we want to ask about? Oh, maybe they have some items for me. Gives you a handful of dirt? What? I mean, I could have just picked that up from the ground. How? Okay, whatever. Maybe the dirt will be useful. Oh, I get it. They're playing the song about the doggy because Cerberus is a three-headed dog. Okay, I got it. So all of the rooms are going to have music that is sort of a play on words or thematically appropriate for the room. So if chat knows the names of any of the songs when we get into a room, feel free to shout them out so we can all be in on the jokes. Alright, so we have dog. So what are we going to do with dog? Let's see. I know Cerberus from, let's see, Final Fantasy 1, 3, 4, The After Years, 7, Crisis Core, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 13-2, 14, and 15. I've seen Cerberus so much, and yet I know so little. Okay, well, let's see. What do I have that a dog might want? Dogs like to dig in the dirt, right? That seems like a thing. Here's a handful of dirt. Lacking cakes of honey mixed with seed, the clod of dirt. Wait, he eats it? He eats the dirt I gave him? That was not my plan. And sadly, you cannot pet the dog in Where in Hell is Carmen Sandiego. Alright, let's move on. Circle 3, the Gluttons. Alright, who can we talk to here? I recognize this name Siako from the Dante's Inferno video game. There's somebody called Siako the Pig. I bet he's a glutton. Let's see if he's there. Aha! Alright, well, we'll ask about Carmen Sandiego. Gold, whichever draws the eyes of men. Oh wait, I just realized I forgot to turn on my timer, sorry. There you go. Alright. Gold, whichever draws the eyes of men, can turn them from the path of rectitude to sorrow. So it has with Carmen. Okay, that's something I'm going to need to remember. She likes gold. If anybody wants to update your guesses in the straw poll based on that, go ahead. Alright, so let's see if this pig has any items for me. He gives me a request? What? How is that even an item? Can I just, like, request that this game not be so awful? Okay, Plutus. Alright, I have no idea who Plutus is, but I do know the word plutocrat. That's like people who have all their power based on their money. Oh, I have a coin. There we go. Aha! He is the god of money. Because Phaedra said so. Alright. He has my coin, and now I get to pass. Fantastic. Circle 6. Wait, weren't we just on Circle 3? I guess they mean Circle 4. Any rate, the Hoarders and the Wasters. I have no idea what I would do with hoarders and wasters. Let's move on. The wrathful and the sullen. I don't think I want to hang around with wrathful and sullen people. Phlegius. Oh, rowing a boat on the river Styx. There you go. Okay, so he's gonna row. Real clever game. Next. The Gates of Dis. Okay. I don't really know what to do here. Oh, the fallen angels taunt me and deride your progress. I guess I can't go anywhere. Oh man, I don't have a prayer finishing this game now. Maybe I do have a prayer. Ah, the messenger, in answer to your prayer, throws wide the gates of Dis. Well, there we go. Alright, Circle 6, the Heretics. Says it's filled with shades. Guess we should probably talk to one of them, huh? I have no idea what's going on here. I can't make out anything in that image. I don't know any video game references. Let's just do this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Farinata. I think that's like some type of Italian food? Okay. Oh, Farinata's there, and... okay. Let's ask about Carmen Sandiego. For some, an honest wage is far too slow, and wealthy men reward the sycophants who feed their vanity. 'Twas ever so. Well, if anybody wants to update your guesses, there's the straw poll again. While we're here, let's see if they got anything for us. Ariadne's thread. Okay, this is starting to make some sense to me. If you all have played Persona, you will perhaps recognize that name and the thread, which turns into a maze. So we got something that's going to have something to do with mazes. Alright. Move down. Minotaur. Okay. That's in like every single video game I've ever played. Like God of War, Final Fantasy, every Heroes of Might and Magic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like they're in mazes. Okay, this is gonna be easy. We're gonna use the thread thingy. Aha! See, who needs to read books? Wait, what? I don't use the thread to follow my way out of the maze. I give it to the Minotaur so he can play with it like a cat. Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Move on. Alright. Circle 7. Round 1. Violent against their neighbors. British spelling. Of course, this is a UK-based game. I don't think I would pick an American game for BBG or Kuso for at least the next few years. This is indeed one of the more obscure games that I found. There's not even a playthrough completed online anywhere, so you are watching perhaps the world's first completion of it, assuming we actually get it completed. Alright, so who's here? Who is angry against their neighbors? Attila the Hun? I want to go with that. He didn't like his neighbors so much. Okay. Ask about Carmen Sandiego. To bishop and to king, she gives advice, but words it in a manner guaranteed to salve them and to feed their avarice. To feed her avarice. Okay. Well, that seems like we're getting a little bit more specific now about where she might be. Here's the poll again. All right. Attila the Hun, do you have any gifts for me? Why, yes. What? He pulls a gallstone out of his side and hands it to me? No, thank you. No. I guess that's not a choice. Okay. Alright, let's move away from this Hun guy. Oh no, we can't! Which fate do you think is worse? Boiled in Phlegethon's sanguine heat, or arrow shot by a vigilant half-horse? I don't know. I mean, maybe the horse? But, you know, maybe if I ask the horse nicely, oops. Let's make a request to the horse. Ah, there we go. Puts his chin against his breast and leads me to the ford. Because it was such a fine request. See, he just wanted to be friends. He didn't want to arrow me. Now we can move down to the Centaurs. The horse people. This is the famous Mr. Ed. Who's a horse, of course. Okay, Centaurs, just passing by. Violent against themselves. Okay, kind of depressing. We're gonna move on. Harpies. Okay, I'm not talking to them. Violent against God, nature, and art. Alright, now we're getting into some real bad people. You know what? I should just take off my belt and teach them a lesson. Apparently there's a chimera ascending from a fissure. And Garyon awaits my pleasure. Yeah, that's what I thought the rope belt was gonna do. Exactly. Okay. Oh, it's a dragon. Okay. Dragon. Okay, buff the magic dragon. Great. Okay. Circle 8, Bulgia 1. Wanderers and seducers. Alright. Flatterers. A vast cesspool filled with excrement? Ugh, I'm getting out of here. Bulgia 3, the Simoniacs. These are people that paid money to the church to have their sins absolved and that sort of thing. And bought positions in the church. Yeah, no. Okay. Fortune tellers and diviners? Don't seem that bad. I don't know why they're in circle 8. But, alright, just, you know, pass them through. Grafters. Okay, bye. No! We can't go. Malikata snarls. Back in your ditch, you grafter. Hey, I'm not a grafter. What gall you have to call me a grafter? Here's a gallstone. Who's that? Resembling a barreter swimming by. Barreter is a person that brings a lot of lawsuits or is otherwise corrupt. Alright. Malikota and his fellow pitchfork-wielding demons? I'm out of here. Okay. Hypocrites? No use talking to them. Thieves. This is not a place I want to hang out. I have some valuable stuff in my inventory. Evil counselors is dem bones, because I guess that image is supposed to be a skeleton? Question mark? Oh! Well, that's one way to get ahead in this video game. But, Sowers of Discord. You know, the last time I saw somebody really sowing discord was in Family Guy, when Stewie and Bertram were going at it in the Family Guy video game. I bet that's what they're referring to, because I have no other idea what you're supposed to be doing here. Oh look, calling to Bertram is right. Okay. Bertram, tell me what you know about Carmen. You are without a doubt the finer. She will tell them both, and each will preen, convinced as they are of their mastery. All right. There is your straw poll again. Feel free to change your guess again if you'd like. We're getting pretty close to the end here. We need to ask, what do you got for me? Appeal. What's better than a head? Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, we're in Bulge 8. Pulsifiers. I don't think they're going to give me anything useful. What are you guessing for? You are guessing where in hell Carmen Sandiego is. At the end of this, I'm going to go back through and I have to pick a room to guess where she is. And you win absolutely nothing if you're right. Alright. Antaeus and the Giants. Okay, I don't know what to do. Let's go down. Oh. Apparently the game disagrees. Well, I want to take an appeal. My appeal is successful. He has done me the service of taking me into the home of unrepentant traitors. That doesn't really seem like exactly what I wanted, but okay. Oh, the Ninth Circle of Hell! The famed Ninth Circle. Round 1. Fight! No. Treacherous against kin. Well, these people are all frozen into the ice cap, so I don't think they're really going to be able to talk to me. Okay, treacherous against country. Well, their heads are above the ice. Maybe they'll talk to me. Oh, there's only one person left, Ugolino. Ask about Carmen. Inevitably, one overhears her praise, the other as she did him. Enraged, he brings about an end to Carmen's days, and that, my friends, is your last clue. So get your final guesses in. And while I'm here, do you have anything for me, Ugolino? Any gifts? Gold! Alright, now we're talking. Alright, I'm done with you. Thanks for the gold. Okay. Round 3. Treacherous against friends and hosts. Okay. Treacherous against masters. Ooh. The loins of Satan. I'm pretty sure you can't get any further into hell than the loins of Satan. Guess we're gonna have to go back up. This is where we are at the end. We need to figure out where to go back to. Alright. So let's see. What did chat answer? the Flatterers. The Flatterers is now in the lead. All right. Let's go up to the Flatterers. Circle 8, Bolgia 2. By the way, this game, you die if you run out of turns. You have, we're currently at 67 out of 140. It's a good thing that plan this out all ahead of time, otherwise you die quite a lot. Alright, the Flatterers. So if we're wrong, the game thinks that we've called Charon instead of Carmen, and then we say no, we called Carmen, and then Charon takes us away, and that's the end of the game. So we better hope we're right. Carmen approaches. She's seen better days, I'll say. Alright, we have 0 questions, so I guess we can't ask her anything. We're gonna have to bribe her. Well, we know she likes gold, so that's an easy one. Yes, that was what caused my downfall. Alright, Carmen, now tell me about yourself. It's demeaning that I should be brought down by such fools as the king and his bishop. Okay. Great. Can you give me something? I really like to get out of hell. She gives me map. This map will allow you to return to the land of light. Hey, Carmen! Thank you. I don't know why you're not leaving, since you have the map, but okay. Let's go all the way back down to the loins of Satan. They don't give you a ton of wiggle room here. Okay, we are back to the loins of Satan. Use an item. The map. Aha. Salvation! We did it! Chat, we did it! Yes, so in the end, Carmen ended up spending eternity in a pool of excrement in hell, and we got to go. If we have at least 2 or 3 minutes left, I could show you some of the bonus content. So let's see if I'm able to do that. Or am I too far over? Okay, well, this is going to be fast. So the other thing they have here is Pit of the Programs, which is a parody of some contemporary games. Reaver Rabbit, if y'all are familiar with Reader Rabbit from the Apple II days. This Battle Axe claimed 32,767 lives, but the toll might have been as high as 1 E39. Have Victoria Vapor, the developer of all of the famous vaporware brand software you can get from Mammoth Data Services. We have Stinky Bear, who is a parody of Sticky Bear, as in Sticky Bear teaches typing, with the quote, "Oh, come on, I bathe once a year, whether I need to or not." We have Chris Crasher, whose first game was 1984's Core War, which is an interesting thing to check out if you all are interested in very, very retro games. who went on to develop some viruses. And it was unfinished when he died in a swimming pool in Cupertino. Huh. I think I know where that is. The Ultimate Ninja. Seems to be some kind of in-joke with the developer. I don't really know what they were going for here. And then St. John, the developer of this game, also the Bobdo BBS, leaves us with the quote, "Here on the first church of the AE line, we don't bob for apples, we apple for Bob." And the last thing I'm going to show you is if you actually play this game in the mixed up second version, it has all of the same scenes, but the objects and things are scrambled. So if you do search here, you find nothing. If you come to Minos, the Judge of the Damned, you can use a copy of Where in Hell is Carmen Sandiego on him, and he boots it up, and then you can search and you find Pie Man, at which point I don't know what to do with this game anymore, so I'm just going to turn it over to the next runner.